Hello people, today this overview. Now for my opinion on these watches. So in this video, what I'm going to do is give you an overview of these watches. And then I am going to take the watches outside, let you see what they look like out in the sun. And finally, I'll give you my opinion on them. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Hello, people. In this overview, I'm going to take you through this watch. We'll start with the dial, then we'll go to the side of the watch, the back of the watch. We'll talk about the bracelet, the movement, the warranty, and we'll make some comparisons to the Seiko SKX. So let's go ahead. And we have a 43 millimeter dial. From tip to tip, it is 46 millimeters. There's sapphire crystal and it has an anti-reflective coating underneath. Water resistant to 200 meters. A unidirectional bezel that is loomed and sapphire. There's a lot of loom on this watch. As you can see, I'll put up a picture of what it looks like loomed. A day date at 3 o'clock in both English and Spanish. 120 clicks around the bezel. Okay, on the side of the watch, we have a 14 millimeter height. And by the way, this right here is the 9, and this with the white dial is the 10. So I'll just hold them both up, let you see them. The side of the watch, okay, all right, we have this side of the watch, and here was a more interesting side, I guess, because it has that crown, how we operate the watch, a signed crown, and it is a screw down crown. And I'd like to let you see how the watch operates. It's pretty cut and dry, nothing difficult about it. You unscrew the crown, you can wind the watch, and it's hacking, of course, too. You see that? Where the second hand stops, making it easier to synchronize with another watch. When you pull it out the first position, you rotate the crown towards you. You can change your date, rotate it away from you. You can change the day. Okay, and then screw it back down and you're good to go. We see with the case back, there is an engraving on there. What is that engraving? Well, that is Long Island. That is an engraving of Long Island, paying tribute to Long Island Watch, where, of course, Long Island Watch is located. That would be surprising. Long Island Watch, located in San Antonio. And we have some other information on there. Get it to focus. 200 meters, water resistance, sapphire, and Island Watch, the company. Now the movement of the watch. A Seiko NH36. Yes, it's a Seiko. Seiko does outsource its movements as well. And inside this Seiko movement, 24 joules, and the movement vibrates per hour at 21,600 vibrations. Self-winding, hand-winding, hacking, and 41 hours of power reserve. The bracelet is a 22 millimeter bracelet with solid end links and solid links as far as that goes. Unlike Seiko SKX, we have screws here, which are really easy to adjust links, like to take a link out or put a link back in. The clasp is a deployant clasp. In fact, it's a dual push button flip lock deployant clasp. It operates just like this. That's how you put it on. To take it off, go in there, and voila, super easy. There are 3 micro adjustments also on the bracelet. The warranty for these watches, 1 year warranty. A lot of comparisons have been made with the Seiko SKX 007 or 009 compared to the Islander dive watch. The Seiko SKX lacks much of what you get with the Islander, such as a sapphire bezel, a loomed sapphire bezel at that, sign crown, sapphire crystal with AR coating, hacking and hand winding, and lots of color options. There's so many different color options with this Islander dive watch. And it's less expensive. Mark at Long Island Watch, I believe, is selling this Seiko SKX for, I think it was $329, and these are coming in at $299. So you get all that for $299. I'm going to give you my opinion with my 3 likes, my 3 favorite things about the watch later, and my 3 least favorite things about these watches. But before we do that, let's take them outside and see how they look in the sunlight.
We're in for a winter blast this weekend as temperatures fall to another 20 degrees.
Okay, we're outside. I can barely feel my hands. They are completely frozen. It's, I think, 18 degrees out here. And this is the Islander 10. And over here we have the Islander 9. Back to the 10. All right, so now my opinion on these Islander dive watches. I'm going to give you the 3 things I like the most and the 3 things that I like the least. First of all, what I like the most, and that is the value proposition of these watches is incredible. For $300, you get sapphire crystal, you get a sapphire bezel that's loomed, you get crazy loom, you get a screwed in crown, you get a screwed down crown. It's also screwed in, I guess. You get a signed crown. You get hand winding and hacking. So much that you're getting. Wow. I mean, it's an amazing amount of things that you get for $300. So great with the value. The second thing I like about this watch is the loom. The loom is probably the best I've seen on any watch. It's just fantastic. The third thing I like about these watches are the amount of variations to them. There's 38 different options when I counted them on the website. A lot of different options. As opposed to if you bought an SKX, you get that one color. 007, you get that one color. 009, you get the other color, blue and red. 7 is black. Okay, yeah. But there's 38 different options. Now, the things that I like the least, some are petty, like the first one, and that is there's a sharp edge. And that could probably be refined. And that is on right here. Okay, when you rake your finger across it, it's pretty sharp. It's not that it's going to cut you, but it's just a little bit unrefined there. The second thing that I think could be better, there's no ISO rating. What is an ISO rating? That's when the watch manufacturer gets a certification for the watch where they have to test each individual watch at 125% of its rating. And these watches don't have that. So they're not serious dive watches where you're going to be diving below 200 meters. Most people aren't diving that far anyways. But if you want to go in the pool, if you want to go scuba diving or some light diving, yeah, these are going to be fantastic. The third thing that's a negative to these watches is the brand. Now, how can that be? It doesn't have the heritage that Seiko has. And that's hard to compete. Now, I'm going to give you an analogy. I have a Genesis car. Every review that I've seen for Genesis, they always make a comparison to Mercedes or BMW, and then they say, but it's not a Mercedes, it's not a BMW, it doesn't have that heritage. Same with these watches. They don't have that type of heritage, but the value proposition is incredible. That's why I bought my Genesis, because of the value proposition. It's insane. All right, for what you get for what you pay is amazing. Same with these watches. And that's why I highly recommend the Islander divers. And that's my opinion. And you can like it, you can not like it, but I'm sticking to it. Hey, thanks for watching that video on these two Long Island watches. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. I look forward to seeing you in the next watch review, so have a great day. Bye-bye.